Hello, and what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for more tiebreaker action now as we are in the North American qualifiers. It's the International 2018, the greatest time of the year
Yes.
if you love Dota.
I do.
Do you?
I love Dota, and guess what?
How much do you love Dota?
I love Dota so much that I think this game is going to be great. This is going to be...
You must love Dota.
I really do. This is, I mean, you win this one, best of one, you move on to tomorrow. And you can't get eliminated tomorrow, so you get to play at least 2 more games of Dota if you win this. This is for the 5th place spot. If you didn't know in NA, if you're the top of the groups, you're going straight to TI.
Yep.
But then 2, 3, 4, and 5, they will play in a bracket to decide 2 more going to TI. So who would have guessed Baidu versus Immortals? They're already up 1-0, but it's not a best of 3. Just this is a best of 1. Winner will move on. I'm excited. I'm actually so excited.
It's intense. Tiebreaker action also happening in that first place position. A 3-way tie between VGJ Storm, Optic Gaming, and Complexity. Right now on Beyond the Summit 1, I'm sure that most of you know that's happening and you just kind of staggered your way over here. But if you happen to start here because you love us and you didn't know, wait, what's the other match? Is it Optic playing first against Cole? I don't even know.
That's garbage, Dota. I actually don't know what the starting one is, too. That's a very good question. I can definitely give it a peek for you, Dakota, while you just pretend like I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so while you're definitely looking up exactly what game is happening.
VGJ Storm Optic.
VGJ Storm Optic. That's pretty hype, actually.
Dude, I'm actually, like, that's like the top of the top tier. This game, I'm hyped because the thing is, I can't say it's an upcoming teams. I mean, it's Immortals. They've gone to 2 DPC events. It's more of a, can one of the newer teams upset a formerly great team kind of thing. Like I don't even. There's a lot of movies I could say, but I'm not thinking of one. It's like Baby's Day Out. Can the baby make it out of the apartment this time? I'm hoping.
Did you know that movie is like one of the most popular movies in Japan? I think it's Japan.
Yeah,
where they just like were. It was so popular. Did you know there was like Baby's Day Out like 2, 3?
I heard. There's a lot of. It's like Land Before Time.
It was super. It was terrible in America, but mega popular elsewhere. It just has like it's just great for kids, I guess. I'm not too sure.
It's like people always talk about how Die Hard was the Home Alone for adults. That was the Home Alone for babies. I love that movie. I'll be honest. I love that movie.
I haven't seen that movie in a hot minute. We should do a movie buff.
I'm down. That movie's hilarious.
Absolutely.
But look at this. Chen got let through, and we saw it.
Oh yeah.
In a more one-sided game in Complexity versus Justice Squad, but I mean, there's a lot on the line here. They let it through. They must have something.
Yes, something else was let through though, because.
A Lycan. I believe Lycan was banned last time.
Yeah, there's something that always gets banned that's not there now, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Immortals gave the respect with that Jakiro right away.
And the
I would
Mirana.
say, I would even say the Mirana is also a respect. Bloodseeker, Wind Ranger, pretty typical. Wisp, obvious. Then you have Witch Doctor, leaves the Chen through, and you're right, the Lycan.
I think that's super smart by Immortals, right? Like, you're the more known team. You need to make something happen. And look at this. They've been listening to you, my friend.
Yeah, because now it's like, if they don't go for the Lycan and you leave it out there, it's likely Immortals go for it. It's good to secure yourself an Underlord here and now.
I like it.
Because great against the Lycan. Do you think it's enough to deter the Immortals? I don't know. If they can somehow get like Lycan and Beastmaster.
It's a lot of push, but then you're pushing into an Undying Tombstone and Underlord uphill.
Yeah.
That's scary. You don't want to go that. Well, maybe they do. I don't know them, but.
Do you know them?
We
don't know them. Immortals have been sitting in that time chamber, just Korean farming up right there, just becoming like some sort of superhuman. I don't even know if they scrimmed. Do you know if they scrimmed?
I know they did scrim.
Okay.
I did see. I have 747 or Rioya on my friends list, and whenever you see them in a private lobby, you're like, well, they must be doing something crazy.
All right.
Or scrimming.
So they're scrimming themselves away.
Yep.
We were eager to see. I was expecting them to at least coast their way in the playoffs. Here they have to fight for it.
Yeah. I mean, Baidu did beat them last time, and that was just they picked a lot of stuns, right? Already, they have less stuns than they're probably going to have. Like, Undying Underlord, last time they had Ice Path Jakiro, Lina, Sand King, and Mirana. Those not only are they stuns, they're very long-range stuns, right? Like, you get one stun, Ice Path, arrow, coming from every way. A little different this time.
That's like a super early Morphling pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, hey, we're doing Morphling. Wow. Yeah. I mean, does seeing Undying and Underlord just kind of make it like, hey, I guess we can get away with Morphling this game?
I think Morphling, especially in the SA region, people are first. I mean, it's a game where at a certain point no hero can deal with Morphling. Like, if you get past that early, you get to the 30, 40-minute mark, there's no hero that can ever deal with Morphling. Like, he can solo carry a game, and I think that's a good idea for Immortals. Just have that in your back pocket if your other 4 heroes can't carry early. That's nerve-wracking, though. What is good versus Morphling? Obviously, any Spirit Vessel carrier, which might be the Undying.
Yeah.
As well as just any blink instant stun. So Undying, Underlord don't have it. You have to get like a DK, a Skywrath, something like that.
Or their 5 position could still be like a Lion, I guess.
Even Skywrath, right? I think Skywrath or Lion are both
Sky's
good.
also
the silence,
good. Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm like a little like, oh, did you have to get the Morphling so early? You could have second phased it or something. But they like to keep their extra utility out there.
Know what else?
Did you have a revelation?
Drow for Immortals. They did not ban Drow in the first, which we've seen a lot, and you have a Chen Morphling now. And if you're going to try to counter this Morphling, even just over an SA right now, there's a Drow carrying SG in Game 5 versus Pain. Like, all of a sudden, Drow's a good hero again. No one knew why. He's just a good hero all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think he made a pretty good call there. Something that
I'm nervous about that.
Baidu may have not sniffed out as they ban Doom and Night Stalker. I mean, Night Stalker obviously has also been seeing a lot of play.
A lot, yeah.
Doom we just saw in our previous game even. So maybe they're trying to get something that can be a bit mobile and fears the heavy lockdown. That's 2 different silencers as well, 2 different ways to kind of capture somebody. Like, I don't know if they're considering like an Ember or a Storm kind of a thing. Yeah. We saw CG play Storm earlier today.
Yep, and at first we were like, oh dear, and then all of a sudden, he's owning. Well, wait, no, he had a really rough game actually. He did get a decent amount of kills, but they ended up losing that game. And whoa. Okay, the tides have turned. We got some beefcakes on the Radiant side.
These guys are the
we got
fattest.
Some beefies.
These guys are all just huge. These guys are yoked out of their minds. It's like team.
Oh man. Dude,
wow.
Warlock Upheaval versus these 3 heroes.
They're not even
so
gonna move.
good.
They're just gonna be like.
They're literally
giant
arm day
blobs.
guys. Yeah, they're the guys who go to the gym that are all arms. After
These are all
Upheaval.
knuckle draggers.
Yeah.
They're just like. God, a bunch of meatheads here. This is crazy.
This is way different than the other game.
Like
the other
Timber
game,
Saw, you know? Timber Saw would shred this team up.
I want to see Timber. Even if the hero's good versus 5 other heroes, he just feels like a bad hero in general. I don't know why. I guess because we're in a tower hitting meta 2-2. Like, where does a Timber go in a 2-1-2 meta, I guess, is what I'm thinking. You can always change that up. We've seen some tri-lanes. I think Baidu runs tri-lanes occasionally.
I actually wanted to bring that question up earlier, but I was afraid of looking
Nah, bring it up, baby.
It's just like, yeah, why doesn't one team just say, well, I'm going to pull back the old tri-lane aggressive run or some shit like that?
On some of these teams, like we did see Thunder Predator when they were still in the tournament, they ran tri-lanes because they knew Attune was the best player in the game. If you just get him farm and your other lanes don't lose, you know he's going to carry you. It's like, if you know, like they could do with the Luna. This is BTY's Luna. This is Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he plays this hero in every single pub and every single official he can. Immortals had to know this was coming. It's his most played hero by far. But tri-lanes, yeah, as you said, just you have one guy that can carry you, secure him the farm. Just do it. That's why. Facts.
There's no like behind the back fastball play here that they get like a Earthshaker mid lane, right? Baidu can do that? They don't have that kind of swagger, do they?
See, that's one of those, I don't know. I've only seen Sumail really doing that, and he has been doing it.
Have you seen much other Earthshaker at all?
No.
And the thing is, I haven't seen any short. I don't know if this is just this is our classic 4 position or 3 position.
4, I think, yeah. I think it's just going to be, he's going to be there. He's going to try to block or save, not much more. I think they're just going to try to get Luna a lot of farm in this game. You have Undying and Earthshaker who are both pretty defensive, actually, and just let's keep Luna alive.
All right, I don't know. Immortals,
I like
when
Drow
they played
still.
Baidu King, they did the behind the back swag play by putting the Rubik in the mid lane.
Yeah.
So,
and they lost.
And they did, but lose. And we don't know yet what they're going to pick in the mid lane. Immortals could still do some funny stuff. I don't know.
I like Drow here. I still do. I think Drow with 3 ranged heroes and how well it's been doing, it's scary. That's another thing. Drow got buffed because of the 2-1-2 lanes. Like, Drow +1, as long as you have a stun saving Drow, she's never going to die. Here we go. No, it's an MP Kanka.
Oh, okay.
They're going to ban Lina. They're not going to let... I hope. I don't think you let CG get Lina, especially
Is there anything else that Kunkka really has a hard time with, though? I feel like Kunkka would have other hard times with.
As you said,
oh, you serious?
Like,
put their Shaker mid lane.
Because you can dodge easily, right? You can get behind where he's kind of trying to get these denies and trying to Tidebringer harass you. You as well do heavy damage melee. I don't think they will, but strangely enough, that would be one.
Yeah, likely not the case, but
who do they ban? They're going to ban a space creating offlaner. I'm trying to look Omni.
I mean, they got so many saves. Send back X now.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Little bits of AoE.
Oh, yeah. They can
Tiebreaker
do,
splash with Fatal Blonde.
They can literally X a hero, Chen send him back, and then he can go without having to waste TP. They actually have the full thing.
Wow, that's quite crazy. It's like
wait.
so many people to enable the morph.
You don't have to do that. Sorry, I'm really dumb. X
Oh,
just
wait,
does
no,
it by
it sends it
itself.
back
Yeah,
to
what am I? I was getting too hype. I got to chill.
It's okay.
Can't
Well,
happen.
kind of still works in a way. The send back from Chen, and he X's you, brings you back from the fountain.
But the X can just... Oh, yeah, because you don't waste a TP. Okay, so you save it.
The Chen starts it.
So they do... I wouldn't be surprised if Baidu just picks Lina here. And they do... Okay, there's the space creating offlaner. Pango.
Pango.
I'm hyped. This is... I like this lineup from Immortals way better than their first lineup.
Yeah, for sure.
I really do.
For sure. Is there an answer from Baidu?
It's Lina. I
It's
figured.
the Lina. Okay, so there's comfort there. The Luna and the Lina, that's comfort for Baidu. There's a bit of a mix-up with the Earthshaker. It's a bit different, but they need someone to jump in and start the party. So, Orange, God, it's always you.
Yeah.
It's always you. You always get to that point in the game where you're just about to get your blink, and we're like, if you want that blink, man, you got to do something. He does it. But then they get the blink and something just happens and it falls apart. So hopefully this time he gets the blink and it all succeeds.
Yeah, for sure. What is this Chen set? I've never seen it. What even is it? A pink bird? A flamingo?
I actually have never seen that
it in my life.
before.
Is it
That
new?
is quite crazy. It's like a eagle flamingo. Eagle flamenco.
Yeah, an eagle flamenco made out of like shards. I don't know. I think Immortals draft. I know Baidu. I've been talking them up so much, especially CG and Lina, but just an overall draft. It looks like Immortals. At the 20-minute mark, if Earthshaker doesn't have Blink, this Pango is just going to be rolling on the haters, like really hard.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen too much Pango in NA. I probably missed a lot of the games.
He hasn't been much in it. He's been a lot in South America, but I think Pango is going to be the hero of this TI.
Yeah, I think that's what I've been hearing from most people here. Maybe it's you just talking a lot, but it's like Pango is the untapped potential that most of the regions are not really taking full advantage of. Yeah. XD my Jakiro GG.
I like it. They're still, doing some all chatting, but it's not mean, right? I'm always happy with all chat.
It's all in good fun.
Yes.
It's just one game to determine who stays alive in TI for millions of dollars and who is unfortunately going to have to wait to next year to try again.
Yeah, my Jakiro. I like how no one even really responds. I don't even know what Velo said. CNM. I have no clue.
Got him.
I assume it means good luck, have fun or something, but maybe not. So it looks like there might be a full trial lane. We've seen a lot of TPs, right? Like Earthshaker can definitely just TP bottom, or Undying can if they want because of starting TPs, but maybe it will just be a full tri lane top to secure Luna her farm like we said.
Yeah, man, mix things up. Run the tri lane. Throw it back a page or two. I know that all the new and hip kids are bringing back the 2-1-2, but maybe you want to do the 3-1-1.
Yep. I'm a fan of it. I think it's good. And Lina, I'm excited to see it. Lina versus MP middle again. That first match was actually pretty even, but now the Tidebringer abuse, being able to deny creeps with your Tidebringer and it doesn't use up the charge, so good.
How's the Morphling Luna interaction? Is that pretty good? Do you run in and then you can start glaving away?
That's a good question. It's only if you're the Luna, yeah. But it looks like they definitely don't want that lane to happen because Rioya. Goodbye. I am going bottom lane. Get the hell away from me.
Slippery road down south.
It's smart. You never want to be the first to TP because you will get countered so quick, right? If they do TP BTY bottom, that means they won't have the TP back up, and Morphling can go back up way quicker. So smart play there by Immortals.
Looks like they did do the one block right of the fissure. I mean, he spent some mana. Either way, looks like they are going to just get a fair block to the lane, and away we go here. And this is where our friend Orange is going to try to do a little slippery play. See if they can creep up an early first blood, catching him out of position here. He doesn't want to quite commit the fissure. There, finds the connection. Is it enough to block him inside? No. He eats the tree, runs right through, and even gets the heal. Undying's like, I'm not letting him go. I'm not letting him go. I'm going to keep chasing him.
That's the best part. I love you can just hide up in these trees, even as Radiant. It's like, no one's ever going to find you up there. It's such a slippery slope once you get in there.
It's frustrating, too. He's hiding in there for sure. Where's he going to come out from?
So that's going to be the tri-lane versus lane. Unless Dubu gets out of position. I think that will be where first blood is. I think Dubu will probably get first blooded, but middle would it's 5-2-4-1, so reasonably even. But man, Tidebringer is definitely like it just changes this mid matchup so much because you can deny with it.
Yeah.
And then bottom, Surprisingly, this is the easiest lane we've seen Baidu King have. He's just been suiciding his Jakiro a lot.
That's great because, I mean, Underlords typically usually expect to have bad matchups in their lane and will tend to build up very slow. If you have a winning Underlord kind of a game, like, he's just going to swell up so fast. He already has the highest CS in the game.
How do you, Chen, how does Febby just give away, like, the troll creep? He just lets it get killed.
Oh, really?
That's a lot of experience. He just let it die, yeah. And you see, they were scared of the Chen top. Look at that sentry by their own shrine on Radiant. They blocked off the big camp so that if Chen was there, he couldn't gank him. But Chen's bottom still. I think it's a smart play. Don't let the Chen bully you, but bottom. Oh, man. That's a double damage Chen.
Yep, he's going to roll in and bully back this Underlord quite a bit. Speaking of getting bullied, though, I don't want to turn away. He actually gets off the nice stun. These right clicks hurt. It's going to force him to TP out.
Yeah, barely. He has to go all the way to base, too, because he did have a healing salve, actually. I'm really surprised he just bought it. Okay. Still surprised he went all the way back. I like this. When you're in a deciding game, right, like, there's way less action a lot of the time because teams just want to – they don't want to make that super risky play. They want to play a lot more safe.
Yeah. Yeah, Earthshaker was even flirting around that mid lane a bit, trying to bully back this Kunkka. Man, another Tidebringer to the face here for CG.
So much.
It's not feeling so good. He keeps trying to time it out a bit, but he has to keep thinking about it.
Yep.
Here comes another one. Boom. Gets the connection, but the LSA is also there. Follow Fissure. Right clicks continue. He tries to drop the Torrent. Will find its mark onto the Lina, and that is going to be good enough.
Barely. He had Dragon. He was the cast time on Dragon Slave was like 0.2 seconds away from coming out. That would have been a first blood.
Yep.
But a nice save by MP. There's a reason he was on Secret for a year. He's a very good player.
Well, the Earthshaker will remain in the dark just so that those fissures can continue to hide within the shadows. It's something that can be on the back of the mind of MP where possible.
I do like it. They haven't countered this ward yet top, so they always know where this Undying or Earthshaker if he's, coming in the cut to get a stun. But, man, they are not scared. I don't know. This is going pretty well for Baidu, actually. I thought they should be down a lot more, especially with the Chen, right? Like, Chen should dominate the early game, but it's still very even, and Luna is getting farm, a full Aquila and 700 gold. I'd be nervous if I was Immortals. You got to make pressure on this Luna.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how they plan on doing that. The Chen might have to take a trip up there in a while, but he has been kind of hanging back. Ooh. Nice. Hands off himself, and we'll be fine. The return of the Earthshaker here back to the lane as the Chen shows up. Drops a ward, may have even spotted it. They ping it out right away.
That was definitely, and that was an accidental right click, I think, from the Chen. He didn't want to give up where he was, but they're still going in.
Yep, they throw the rock, a right click, but Febby might think that this is just a bit too awkward at this point and pull off. Actually looks to check out the nearby camp. Stacked up.
Cool.
He'll work with that.
Lina has to go all the way back to base to heal, so yeah, this Tidebringer, that's why you've seen so much Kunkka play. The fact he can dominate a lane versus melee, versus ranged, versus anything, he can just continuously do that.
Soul Ring queued up. Baidu King. Is that pretty normal for an Underlord?
Yeah, because you can just permanently spam your Firestorm.
I think I just need to get Soul Ring more often when I play.
I think Soul Ring on any hero, right? Any hero that uses abilities, mostly strength heroes, because you get the bonus HP, and it's a decent chunk, and you get bonus regen from that as well.
Yeah, I don't feel like I buy it enough.
I don't. It's a lot. I want it, my activatable items when I play. I want it to be high impact, not the Soul Ring. I don't want to tread swab. I don't want to do that garbage.
Me neither, dude. I'm the same way, but
give me a sheep stick.
I'm seeing more of these young kids get it, and I'm like, I guess that's how it works now. Baidu King. I thought there was going to be approach, but it's just going to be a little bit of heal action here onto our Morphling friend, who could really take advantage of that heal if he shifts his stats appropriately. Oh,
and there you go. The siege. Okay, this is the big one though. The 5-minute, the siege unit steal. So 2 siege units on that side. The thing is, I'm not sure they can really push this tower, right? That's what Firestorm's so good for.
Yep. And he's got that Soul Ring, so he's going to continue to push forward for it. Meanwhile, mid lane. Oh, no follow-up stun connection there after the Fissure and the LSA combo, but a boat. Bring back. Lina has Laguna, but can't get close enough to help secure it.
Yeah, she just got level 6. But now there's kill potential on middle, right? On both sides, like stun LSA Laguna with an Earthshaker and a kill. If you just get a boat Torrent X with a Chen roaming, either one's a kill, guaranteed.
I'm a little nervous though for Baidu King between this Earthshaker and Undying. Like I feel like they're gonna have a slowish build-up, just kind of continuing to float between lanes and not yet following up on too many kills. So it feels like for both of them, you know, it's gonna take a while before we see their first big item, whether it's Earthshaker's Blink, which seems like it's gonna be pretty necessary this game, or Undying's whatever, whether it be a utility item. I don't think so because I think I said Undying or Underlord for that.
Dude, I'm just watching Bum. Dubu has healed this cart 3 times. Just the siege creep. He just healed it 3 times while Baidu King tries to kill it. I don't know why, because it feels like it's going to die eventually because there's no creeps in front of it, but whatever. Middle.
CG in a bit of trouble. The Penitents slow down. The bird tornadoes up, but the stun will come out.
Look at that. You see that? Both of them are like 100 HP, but this is the best. A send home from Chen. Is he going to X himself? Yep.
Yep.
That is so good. I didn't think about it in the laning phase. I was thinking late game. Top. They're running a Velo. He doesn't have Swashbuckle for 5.
Oh, he tries to go for the ulti, but they stun him down with the help of the Lucent Beam. Nice grab there from BTY.
This guy, I talked about it. Their heroes, Luna, as you said, they're their best heroes. But I'm still scared. I said Morphling will get out of control at a certain time, and right now Morphling is 1,000 below the Luna, but is still quote-unquote free farming, I would say.
Yes.
If we look at last hits denies, which I'm struggling because I think I have Lacoste keyboard here, but yeah, Morph's at 43 and 19 CS, so doing good. But Baidu King's still level 7 on. I don't. Man, this game feels very even, but a little favor in Baidu.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I feel like a big test is going to be once these level 6s on these supports come together.
Yeah.
Rock, Echo, Dying will certainly be a lot more enabled.
Yep, and what is it? We're almost 2 minutes away from 10 minutes. That's when the old good book comes out.
Yep. What do you suppose is inside a Tome of Knowledge? Like, what do you read about? Like, what would the sentence be, the first sentence?
You are more powerful than you once believed, right? Because you're lower level, but you have to believe that you're higher level, so just by believing in it, you're a higher level. Just believe in yourself, Dakota.
Is it a pop-up book? I bet that also comes with a pop-up picture.
It pops up and it's like pointing towards you.
It's
you're
thumbs
good.
Up.
Yeah,
it's
thumbs
like a point with a thumbs up.
Oh,
Boom.
shit, level. All right.
Boom.
Cool. I'm smart. Yeah, like you said, I like Earthshaker's just sitting middle, almost level 4. He has mana boots. He's under leveled, but he's got mana boots. That's pretty rich.
I mean, every once in a while you just got to fissure a wave, and eventually the gold will come together. Rotato.
Bottom.
Happening the bottom lane here. Smoke movement for MP. He's got the whole kit and caboodle. The Shark's hungry. I see a lady nearby.
Look at how he's using the illusions. I think they'll still find the right one. Yeah.
Yes, they get the X, the Torrent. Here comes the hungry Shark. One more right click could do it. The fissure slows them down. It's enough to get off the LSA, but there will be no follow-up there, and it's going to be Orange who eats the bulks of attacks. Timeout right there from 747 says, I need a moment.
I like how he used his illusions to scout, but obviously illusions don't break smoke, so if it was a normal gank, he would have avoided it, but smoke gank, a little harder.
Oh, wow. I was a bit perplexed here, seeing 2 Underlords in the bottom lane, but that's just the Morphling trying to give a taste of his own medicine.
You like that, huh? You jerk. Get that percentage-based damage away
from me.
Do you think,
like, utility, offlane, Morphling would ever still be a thing, especially now with this ulti? Like,
I bet it could. I always say, if someone on Liquid or VP plays it and it works, then it comes back, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, people do copy strats and stuff like that, but you need a really good player to really show it off. So I think it would have to be like 9 Pasha doing it.
Yeah.
Pasha makes anything look good, though, so he could probably do offlane Crystal Maiden, and people would be like, damn, that's good.
Damn, I'm putting that in my script tomorrow.
Ooh. Chicken almost dies to Chen, but it'll zoom off. So yeah, it's 1-to-1. I mean, I'm looking at this Luna, though. Luna is pretty big. That's a Mask of Madness if he wants to buy it. With treads and Aquila and Wand. Like, this isn't a naked mask. He is very farmed.
Who's going to get the urn for Baidu King? Someone better get
Dirge.
it.
I mean, the Undying, pardon me.
Someone's got to get it.
But he's playing the 5, so until they win team fights, it could be a while.
That'd be nice to have against the Morphling.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess, just their whole team, pretty much. So much heal and sustain. Again, I fear for their supports and their utility just being a little behind in the farm department here. But here comes Dubu, and this man has a Dwayne Johnson in his back pocket.
A smoke gank as well from...
oh, he's going to come right across. Thinks about dropping it. Does decide to drop it. Gets the connection on for the Luna, the big target there. A dank rip comes out. We'll hear up. They put the Laguna onto Dubu and right-click him down as he tries to upheaval. Fissure to fly down the middle of the road right here. Fatal bonds. Lots of damage out onto Orange. He's forced to turn and run.
All right, well, 1 for 1, but I'd say that goes good for Immortals, right? You get the kill in the middle lane, and the Morphling was free farming the entire time.
Yep, that's good. That's a good Rock debut, I'd have to say, and now they can even push down that top tier 1.
That's great. These teams look like they either play or scrim against each other. Like, those rotations were exactly the same time at the top lane.
Yep.
Like a smoke from both TPs behind towers. But now this bottom, this is what we're talking about. This Morphling, you got to keep him down. He is level 9. He's doing pretty good.
And the Undying is going to be able to come to the lane and free farm up a bit, just spamming out the lane as much as possible. Building up the utility so eventually he could come together with the rest of his squad and really be a problem.
I think once you get Pipe Crimson Guard, obviously you have both of them, then you just front line. You're like, what are you going to do, adaptive strike me? It does nothing.
I'm really curious like what the answer for Underlord's going to be from Immortals.
I think just avoid him, get to the back lines, kill Lina, kill Luna. Once Luna gets, looks like Yasha, yep, that's the right play. Get Yasha, get BKB. Early BKB on Luna feels so right. Early for Eternal Envy would be like 90 minutes, but you know, a little bit earlier this
game. Most value of that 10 seconds, baby. I just get a lot to deal with because you got the Underlord. It's like, okay, well, fine, we'll ignore the Underlord. Well, what about that Tombstone? Well, you got to get that Tombstone, and then you got to fear the Earthshaker, who may eventually get that Blink Dagger. It's going to be a bit, but
dude, look at this again. They're like, they know where they're going to be. There's a smoke top by Dire, but look at who's here. Lena's here as well.
And they got the Undying. He's a great like punching bag to catch them in between. MP's trying to sneak in from behind. They have the high ground vision to spot him out, so he decides to turn and run the other direction. Ulti, force from Pango.
What am I watching?
They're just flirting a bit.
The Undying literally just like sidestepped the ulti from Pango and nothing happened.
Yeah.
It looks like there's going to be a possible tower. They got to be careful. MP, got to get the X off soon.
There goes the Tombstone. It's a great spot to be forced to swing it out. Dubu, you got to get out of there. You're going to be in trouble. Does Kuka want to try to bail out his friend, or does he want to turn and run? I mean, they do have the Morphling farming elsewhere, so why not swing? They go out. They're going to be able to get the Undying down. They decide to focus on the Tombstone, but that's when CG rolls in. He's got Laguna, but he misses the stun. Oh, and that Fissure misses too.
I'm not sure if there was a kill there anyways, so not the biggest deal, but they do get a tower. Like you said, Morphling's farming, and they're going to try to defend.
This tower, they fortify. It holds a bit. There's already CG here. I wish they had the Underlord. That would certainly fend him off, but they are going to commit in with the Laguna, but then he just flexes all the strength back.
That's big.
That takes money off the table. That makes the rotation feel certainly worth.
Actually worth it, yeah, like you said. So this is still this is the most even game I think I've watched. I've watched SA, Europe, NA, and this game is just, they're mirroring each other's movements very well.
Yeah, there's definitely like, it's not as polished as we're seeing from some of the higher ups, but they're both like right there, man.
Yep. And look at this on.
That's got to be a little more credit to Baidu King, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I mean, Immortals is a very, you know their brand and what they should bring to the table.
They've been in the big stage.
Yeah.
They've been on the big stage. We've seen documentaries. We've seen interviews with these guys. I haven't seen anything about Baidu King.
Yep.
But here they are.
Unless you're like, unless you're watching like a PPD stream and you just hear Baidu yelling on his team, Bush middle. But he has a much higher pitched voice.
Is he like, where is he from? Is he got like just an American accent? Or?
It's kind of high pitched though. But he's not one of the he's a half rager who wins you games.
Okay.
And that's better than a full rager who loses you games, right? Like, you're fine getting yelled at if you're winning. Like, if you're not making a perfect play but you're winning, you're like, maybe I am doing it wrong. And you think about it and you're like, well, Baidu King won me a game, all right.
All right.
Oh. And well, 3-man shrine, that's value. Also, if you didn't know, Orange got the tower top. He got the last hit. He's at 1,000 gold, and I mean, as an Earthshaker, you don't farm creeps really. So the fact that he is getting closer to his blink, that's when you start getting nervous, because what if MP goes for like an X torrent combo, but he gets interrupted by a blink Earthshaker, you lose the whole fight.
Even if Immortals like get the upper hand in this game, let's say, even closing it out is not going to be easy. Baidu King's high ground defense is also super stellar as well. So this is not an easy
Both teams,
game.
right? You have Fatal Bonds, Upheaval, like Tidebringer, and then on the other side, Firestorm, Dragon Slave,
It's going to be a long game. I'm calling it right now. I'm predicting like at least a 40-minute game for sure.
Probably.
Could be bold.
I think the only thing is, right, if somehow Baidu wins like a team fight by a tier 2, they got a Luna. And a Luna can
That's
clear
true.
your base out so quick, but so can a Morphling, full agility if 5 heroes are dead.
Yeah.
But I agree. I
Morph
think
is
it'll
just
be
pushing bottom. He might just go all in for the tier 2 if his team can cause a ruckus.
middle lane. There's 8 heroes middle, and then
Yeah.
1 carry bottom, 1 carry top. No Luna ulti, by the way, yet. They haven't had to commit it or use it.
Yeah, I feel like I really haven't seen it, so that would make sense. Lots of wards on Immortals side. On the offensive side, deep down there, they can see a full rotation at all from the mid lane to the bottom lane if Baidu King do decide to rotate down.
Okay, siege unit. The siege unit creeps just spawned right now, and they're trying to take this tier 2 bottom. A Baidu King eat this firestorm.
Yeah, that just feels so good. He almost takes out the Satyr creep with just that. Well, mid, looks like they try to get the upper hand onto the Pango. Pango pops his hood, now thinks about jumping on forward, commits with the ulti, and here he comes, bowling on forward, and then down and below. Pump fake, chaotic offering, the boat flies through down. Its connection onto the Undying, he heals up. There's the drop of the rock, right on top of the head. Orange looking to find an opportunity to walk on in for a dunk if possible. Now focus being shifted onto CG. They're looking to rush her down. Another root drop and firestorm is going to force Immortals back. They put their focus onto MP. The right clicks continue on forward, and they're shoving him back. Meanwhile, on the back inside, Laguna commitment onto Pango, and they'll blast him down.
That was the ulti too. He's like, nah, you're getting dunked. A GG, and they get the denied. That's a big. That was a weird team fight. One person died on the back end of it, and every ulti, right? Pango Warlock ulti we saw early, and then Earthshaker Laguna to kill the Pango. That was just an odd fight.
Very odd.
Pango missed a lot of people. He is not really hitting anyone right now with his ulti.
Yeah, I don't want to drill him too hard, but I don't know how much Pango's even played.
Yep.
Maybe it's just
It's a
something that
hero.
feels right in the moment, but it's a unique hero.
Yep.
New to the game.
Once you get blink, it's easier, right? Because you can blink while you're rolling, and that's like a guaranteed 2 stuns every time. And well, there's a Chen with Spirit Vessel, so
That's
they get it.
nice.
But where is Undying going for it? He's going for Tranquil still. He is playing a 5 Undying. That is a
Yeah.
rough. Maybe they're just gonna ignore the Morph, right? You kill the other 4. It's a smart play versus Morphling as well. It's scary.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess so. Underlord is all in for the full utility. Pipe finishes out Pipe first, and then gonna go for the Crimson next. And then Earthshaker gets flanked. Maybe after that, Earthshaker can get a casual Vessel.
Yeah. We'll see. He does almost. This is it. I think you're scared, right? This is the lane BSJ always talks about. You don't want to be here, but he's farming it. He should clear out this wave, and he'll be at what, like 2,000 gold? He's close.
Yep.
I'm nervous about that. If I'm Immortals, you finally have an initiate that can get on top of you and disrupt the Kunkka combo.
I'm curious for Lina now, though. She's kind of like behind in terms of all the cores in the game, and it's not going to get any easier. They're making an ambush for her. Good connection with the Pango ulti, stops her in her tracks. That new and fresh Spirit Vessel gets put to work right then and there. Can they find some redemption? Moving in with the Eclipse, they just blow the hell up out of that Chen. Get the hell out of here. From the heavens.
Yep. And we're seeing what? It's not just, right, the Chen creeps are why you pick Chen. We're seeing you get a guaranteed send back on any hero in any sort of situation. You can't stop it. Such a good ability, the send back.
Yep.
But still, 1-for-1 trade. But as you said, Lina, we did see CG come back from a rough early game Lina last time they beat Immortals, so he's going to have to do it again.
Immortals on the move. Oh, man, of all the people to show up, it's Luna into the lane. Certainly, she's done for here. Yep. That was just all too convenient.
Okay.
She thought she was in the clear. They had a ward up on that part of the river, but the smoke was not anticipated.
Now Lina again?
She just got back! Oh, that's a double takedown. That's both cores going down. Immortals just opening things right up for themselves.
Yep. That's big 2 kills. And simple as that, Chen gets another send back, but we do see Earthshaker has the dunk ready to go, and they smoke up. They need some. They just watched Immortals get 2 easy kills. You got to get 2 easy kills yourself, or just 1. Just go for 1 even.
1 stylish kill will even be accepted here. Morph got the Lincolns at step 1.
Can they lock him down quick enough with that Lincolns? We're gonna find out here.
Oh boy, oh boy. Boom, how you doing? Hits him with the dunk.
Nice.
And he goes down. The
Nice.
rock, they thought about it, but obviously not going to pull the trigger.
If you saw, that was so smart. So Orange, he enchant totems before he goes in, so he gets 2 of the 50% more smacks, and they needed all of it. So
Yes.
nicely done. That's
I choke on that very often.
Oh, I would. I'd probably just like cast my ulti and then be like, oh, I forgot to Fisher. And I just die to the Morphling.
Just echo, Fisher, everything right away. Just not maximizing the timing whatsoever. But they make it work. 6-6. Very hesitant game, not high kill count, very risky. Best of 1, tournament life on the line.
Scary, scary stuff. Almost a Yules finally for the Lina and level 12, so a little, right, if the Pango rolls on you, you can at least avoid the stun and maybe, or avoid the X-Torrent combo. That's nice to do as well. But that takes a lot of timing because you don't know. It's all mind games at that point with the X marks the spot.
Oh, frantic ping says Dubu was hiding within the trees. She'll be easy food. Orange picks it up. He hasn't queued up his next item yet.
I bet it'll be, I think, like a Shadow Blade. I think is the normal one. You just want to be able to set up your ultimate. So even if you have Blink, that's not the best. If you're Shadow Blade in the trees, no one's going to know you're there. Now it's a Force, okay. Force Shadow Blade are pretty common. Tango coming in.
Too crazy to Force from. Nice vision from the low ground here. Can't quite get the finish. On to Febby.
Oh.
Now the Rock connects with 4. Fatal Bonds is also going to be there. Baidu King says we got to go. And he's able to at least escape with 1.
Dude, that was, I love it. Ryoya just runs in as the Underlord, just throws out right in the, he throws down his own pit, throws down the Firestorm, and you can't get out of there. But it is a buyback from Dubu, not the biggest deal early game especially.
Yeah, I mean, he already committed his Rock,
and
his job was done.
He doesn't have items, whatever. There's no item progression on this hero, really, until late game.
He's got a wind lace and a boot. Like, what is a wind lace? Is that like a scarf?
It has to be like a mat. What if it's just a feather you put in your pocket that makes your pants lighter?
So right now he's got boots with a feather in it, and that's really all the Warlock has.
Maybe a feather in his fedora. He tips it and 20 moves.
My lady Luna, my chaotic offering for you.
Only for thee.
Only for thou.
Oh, counter ward middle. Yeah, you saw Velo did have the blink that fight. He just queued up ulti, jumped on the back lines, and rolled in.
Mr. King might be in a bit of trouble here. Let's see how fat the big guy is. Can he shrug this one off? No, certainly not. Undying is just from across the river going, I saw that happen.
The juke.
Whoa, whoa,
the juke.
Whoa.
The Luna's running in.
Okay. Pango dashing about, trying to put the ball between the legs, and they're going to catch him and bring him right down. Their own dunking. And it could be MP next, slowed from the zombies. His friend's waiting out in front. The send back is there, though, and he gets the free dip.
This is such a strange game. Like, we're seeing gigantic team fights, but only one hero's dying, like every team fight. It's super weird. And I thought, I was like, oh, you're happy with this because Morphling's farming top, and I look up and it's just Dubu on Warlock. It's still good. I mean, farm on any
he's got arcanes now, my man.
Yeah. It was just funny. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I was like, oh, Luna's 2,000 gold up on the Morphling right now. Baidu King is quite, or pardon me, Baidu BTY is quite the farmer.
BTY 2GD.
2GD.
A fan of James, apparently.
Fan of the Harding.
Fan of the Haas.
And he has a BKB. He's gonna have a Manta as well. This is peak timing. I think if you see a Rock go out by Warlock and you somehow don't get 5-man wiped, you go instantly to Roshan. This is one of those games where if you get an Aegis on your Luna and you're just running at towers, you're not going to lose. But an Assault Kyrus up on Underlord. So he has the Assault Kyrus and the Pipe. He's going Guardian Greaves next. This guy he's ready to help his team.
Wait, he has the AC done?
No, not the AC. Crimson Guard.
Oh, Crimson Guard.
Pipe,
Crimson
sorry. I don't know.
No, it's all good. I would have said, man, he just found some farm out
of
nowhere.
This guy's good. Fudge. That's 6,000 net worth.
Woo! We just Dark Rifted farm from a different game. Top.
Ready.
See a 3-on-3 potentially breaking out here as they try to do an initial jump with the Eclipse.
What?
Morphling just says, all right, see you later. Waveforms back out.
I think that was just bad communication. I thought he thought the Earthshaker was going to go in, but the Earthshaker did the Enchant Totem first again instead of jumping right away.
Ooh, are they going to try to catch MP here? Oh, the Blink didn't make it to the low
ground.
They somehow catch him, though, with that Fissure, though, and that leads to the Yules, to the LSA, to the Laguna, and Enchant Totem.
Nicely done.
And everything else.
I think I'm learning more and more about Baidu, right? Like, you don't give him the Lina for sure to CG. You don't give him long-range stuns, right? We saw in the first game the Mirana, the Ice Path, and now this game we're seeing the Fissure. Without a long-range stun there, he's alive. But the Fissure picks him off. It's just, they play a very certain style for sure.
They got the reach.
I shouldn't be saying that. What if the other teams are I should pretty much be their coach, but yeah, that is what they do. Oh, and this is going to be 2 towers bottom, I think, because Glyph is down. Warlock Rock is up. I'm scared, Dakota. This is going to be, I think we're going to see our first, like, more than 1 kill fight. Because no Luna ulti.
Bello hiding within the trees. Orange could spot him. They just fissure straight up. They found the Warlock within the trees. Is he going to be able to get a kill? He got it down. He drops the rock. It is going to help them secure the kill onto CG. They'll finally finish off Dubu, and Baidu King says, we gotta go. He wants to grab a hold of Orange, and they will both peace out. Undying. He's gone,
He
but
got the X.
the last second X pullback.
And Radiant.
That must be sad. You're like you're in the fountain, you taste the water, and then they snap you right back.
Praise this delicious water. Whoa. And they also got the chicken. It didn't have anything on it, but it's just free team gold if you're the Dire.
Yep.
And I love this. Velo instantly TV's top of this shrine because it was 25 minutes and gets the runes. Those runes are very important.
Didn't kill the Luna though. Like no big prize.
They did get CG
They
though.
did get CG. But
he's struggling, but
this isn't where the game is wide open now for Immortals.
Yeah.
It's still close.
I feel because Luna didn't even have ulti that fight. I think you might go Roche, honestly. You have the Earthshaker. You have the Luna ulti. They don't have Warlock Rock, right? This feels like a decent Roche timing for Baidu.
Yeah, I would think so too.
I think Immortals still they have this Morphling BKB plus Lincoln's now going Butterfly, so no shotgun build.
Mega, he's got so much defense.
I like it.
It's
though.
actually crazy.
Get to the late game. I think
their only chance is like jumping on him when he's not, loaded with health. You have to like insta dunk, insta Laguna.
Yep. I'm liking Immortals draft in the late game here. As long as they don't lose a big team fight, I think this Morphling obviously has nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
But you still have the Luna, obviously. There's a big chance where you just lose your entire base after a team fight.
True too.
It's an even game is what I'm saying, Dakota. Very even game.
I love it. You're you're looking at all 14 million possible outcomes.
I'm looking. I'm on my Doctor Strange right now.
Let's go. I mean, you're just strange.
Yeah. Let's just say my biggest outcome probably is this Morphling will carry this game.
Yeah.
Is what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So Greaves en route for Mr. Lord.
The Lord King.
And as he finishes out the mech, just getting that one step closer there.
Oh god, I lied. He switched it up to an F-Blade now. Right after I say that.
Oh, you're right.
He was just like, wait a minute. That's an easy kill on Earthshaker or Lina, right? The Lina's so under farm, that's an easy kill.
Oh, they got the Luna in the mid lane again.
BKB?
He does use the BKB and will be able to run up and away from trouble. So I guess that makes the BKB a worthy click.
Yep. That was his 10-second, but no, that was his 9-second. Still, you lived.
It's that or die,
Yeah.
so.
He'll take that. This or that.
Obviously, it'd be better to hold on to those 10 seconds as long as possible for probably the next fight, but it looks like they are coming together now. Maybe they're trying to take it to Immortals like they're not going to think we're going to fight because I don't have BKB. Let's go! But you got to be careful because you don't have BKB, man.
And Velo.
Velo on the high ground.
They trapped him.
They hit him with the root. Dubu, he'll drop the rock right on top of all 5 of them with the Fatal Bonds. It's great connection. Velo barely living. They hit him with a Torn as well, and Baidu King says we got to go. Dips him all the way back and away, but they do bring Baidu King right back.
Look at how tanky.
But he's very fat. Drops the Firestorm. Meanwhile, Orange are going to get hit a bit. They're still trying to bring down the big guy, and they'll finally do it.
And they get Oranges. Oh, that was Fatal Bonds got him.
Now, Grant, that was a 5-man chaotic offering. We got 2 kills, so it's getting a bit better.
Again, and this, I mean, it just keeps favoring the Morphling. But wow, the Fatal Bonds does get him the kill in Orange, and now they get the Roche.
Yep.
Dude, I can't believe how tanky both sides, the Pango and the Underlord, right? With you have the pipe, the mech. On the other side, you have the same exact thing. And oh, here we go. No Underlord though.
They watch him drop the ward on the high ground. They see it there, and he'll just drop down the upheaval. What are you going to do, walk through it?
Wait, he's coming over to beat Dubu's ass. Roshan was, because he's shadow warded, so he had aggro. Now he's good.
Well, it did force Immortals to really pump the brakes. Roche at about half of his life. He's in there all bloody-nosed and black-eyed, like, come back and finish me.
You can't, you won't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Luna, Illusion's in there. What if they just take it, like, I mean,
Behind the
obviously
back.
there's a ward. There's 2 wards. Both teams see if something fishy happens.
Scary, though. It's still even scary for Immortals. Blink, Earthshaker, Dunk.
Yeah.
Luna has Eclipse. Choke point fight is just wonderful for Underlord.
No rock. I mean, this feels like when
And no rock.
Baidu's in there, like their prime. You got to go when there's no Warlock rock. has an Eye of Scotty on the Luna very shortly, and level 20.
Oh, they're just pushing and forcing their hand down this mid lane. Pango going very deep here. He's sniffing around to see if he can catch anybody. He's going to barely run across
Hello.
the Luna. Low ground. There's Pit waiting for him. Are they going to really commit on all the way?
Send back. They have to know the send back.
Yeah. It's a lot of spells. At least they're no ultis, I guess.
This is like no game I've seen before because it's very high action, but
Yeah.
there's just no kills. Like we're seeing these literal 5-on-5 fights where it's like we saw Baidu King just tank up
It's
5
like
heroes.
Feels like I'm watching like a crazy drunken bar fight, and no one can get
Yeah.
that technical knockout on the chin.
Get over
Everyone's
here.
like, I'm hitting you with my back of my hand.
Oh, but here we go. Velo, the Roche Pit, Blink Dagger, Pango. This is the
Oh
prime.
boy, big torrent right inside the pit, but beautiful block out with that fissure. Bello though,
BKB.
rolling right into action right now, but as you mentioned, Luna, top of the BKB, a dunk, catches
Oh my
3. Orange with the beautiful setup right there. They are going to allow the time for Luna to grab the Aegis. Now the Shark flying and rolling in. They can't even finish the first life, but they are going to step in to do it now. Undying forced to buy back. Come and join the rest of the party. It's a 3-on-1 here. No one from Luna's team there to bail her out. Will they be there for the second life? Here comes CG. Stepping up to the plate. Nice Fisher block in from Orange. Follows it up with additional stun, but they can't quite lock in the Morphling. Now Velo able to jump away. There's the chaotic offering drop. Dubu back into play. Beautiful connection there. Fatal Bond's follow-up is also good. Pull back. Luna to be brought down a second time. She knows it. She's just turning and fighting.
Oh, gets the Yule.
This Morphling still just, you know, totally full.
Well, surprisingly, it's still only a 2K lead. I have no clue how. That was a bloodbath of a fight. But I think because the Roshan and the Aegis, which is already gone, did go to Luna, it kept Baidu in this game, right?
Yep.
If you give Morphling an Aegis, you might just lose the game right there.
Still a decent spot for Baidu King, but they're just like really trying to keep their heads above the water, it feels.
Yeah.
It's,
And this is with the Morphling's
and
finally
then,
online.
it's ironic because it's a Morphling and he's a water man. But
Yeah, he's a water, you know. He's an element of the earth, but he's not actually part of the earth. He's just one with the earth.
he is most of the earth.
Yes.
If you really look at it.
Yeah, if you truly do. He's also most of the human body. So he's like
Yes.
a human at this point.
He's a human earth.
Oh my goodness. Well, see you later, Tier 2. Yeah, it's definitely breaking open for more. This is kind of what we said. Once the game gets later and later, Morphling only gets stronger and stronger. Every hero gets stronger, but Morphling in general, with 6 slots, is the scariest hero, I'd say.
He's a big boy. He can get much, much bigger. Especially with something like a Scotty coming his way.
And, oh man, Dubu's had a great game. Like, the Rock's, not even the Rock, it's been his Fatal Bonds, has been 3 to 4 heroes every single fight, if not 5.
And, you know, it's like they got these big guys on Baidu King's lineup now, and they can land good stuns, but once Immortals farm up enough to survive the onslaught from your Underlord, from your Earthshaker, from your Undying, then it doesn't seem so crazy.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The Pango into the Roche, right, just got 2 double stun off. He did get his BKB eventually, but it created enough chaos. And Earthshaker hit that big 3-man dunk, but they didn't have follow-up. Like, if you have a Luna right up there, that would have been an easy 3 kills, but they were so focused on Roche. I feel like maybe there's no way Luna gets Ags, but I like this game. Yeah, she's not going to, but I don't know. That'd be hype, right? Like if you just dropped your ulti on top of that Earthshaker ulti, that's 3 kills guaranteed.
For sure.
But she won't. So top lane, you're losing your base.
Yeah, Morphling scratching at tier 3. Still got 20 seconds, and then that chaotic offering going to be right back up here for the old Immortals. And we're going full-blown damage moving forward here for MP. He's just that silent killer also for the team.
Yeah.
The Kunkka's eventually going to be just one-shotting, blasting, and making maybe even some of these big boys cry a bit.
Yeah. But as Fergie said, big girls don't cry, so we'll see.
She also said, my lovely lady lumps, right?
She did.
Oh my god!
Goodbye. 5 position Undying.
Yeah.
No fight. He does have an urn. He's getting there. He's getting to the Spirit Vessel.
That vessel would be nice to have.
And that technically was a dieback by the Undying, so.
Oh boy. X is going to force out the BKB.
That's the right play.
Is
You're
it
now
the
getting
time
down
to
to
go?
5 second, right? Yep. You're one second away from 5 at this point. You're pretty much just using it to avoid that combo from Kunkka, so whatever.
Is there a 1 minute window here for Immortals to advance while this Luna doesn't have a BKB?
I want to say yes, but you're versus this Underlord, so no.
Yeah, they're doing a good job spamming things out.
Well, they see Lena. Whoa, Lena needs to be careful trying to counter this ward down here by herself. Yeah, look at.
Oh God, run! He just blinks in after the ulti, finds a connection, not on 1, but 2, 3, 4, and here comes the rest.
5.
All of them there. Follow up. Chaotic offering drop coming out right now, and MP hits the shot necessary to go for the clean finish onto Luna. Baidu King goes bye-bye and comes right back into the arms of Immortals. 3 go down. Beautiful setup from the Pango. Leads to the rock drop of Dubu. And now it's suddenly a 10K advantage. Immortals look like they may have secured a spot moving forward into the playoffs. Things continue forward.
This is it, right? People are probably wondering, why would Pango ever be a first pick hero? He just got 7 stuns with 1 ability.
Oh man, poor Undying tries to flex up a bit, but gets blasted down from 747. But now 747 could be eating the wrath of Luna. Luna focus firing him as much as possible, but he simply brings on the strength and gets sent on back.
Yep, upheaval. Slowing down if they actually did want to chase, so.
Siege goes on. Still have Spirit Vessel charges on Febby. He wants to heal things up, and here comes Morphling again.
This is it. We've hit peak Morphling. He's not even that far yet.
Oh my God, the ult is up again on Velo?
Yeah, that, I mean, you look at it, it is a, well, we're gonna find out.
Look at him go.
60-second cooldown.
Dang. Oh, tries to jump out from the stun. But it's looking like Baidu King don't have too many answers, and the glaives continue to go out. Not even Lena is going to be able to make it back safely. She's out for a minute without a buyback. The towel is being gripped, Grant.
It's being gripped, and unless this Luna can do something absolutely insane, the game is just over. And I don't think it can, because look at this. They just send back, well, like we said, the Chen, Axe, whatever. You're just going to be fully healed every single time you want.
Mass sustain and power. They're just going to remain outside the front door. The upheaval from the low ground. They are going to try to tombstone on their side a bit, but they immediately go to focus it. He tries to heal it up, but it's no use. They quickly take it down. Even Underlord is trying to just cast out everything he can, only briefly able to lock down the Morphling, who simply BKBs and jumps away.
Oh, Velo.
Extending outside the base, they're trying to get a hold of Velo.
Oh, send back. See you later.
He's gone.
This draft now that you look into the late game, right? They can just continue to fight over and over, and they can take even better fights once Warlock Rock is up. I think unless this game ended by 30 minutes, it looked like Immortals was always going to win it.
Yeah, the odds are just going to get better.
Yeah.
Get better and better for Immortals.
God, Pango, though, that bottom fight, we saw it coming. We're like, Lena, you should not be there. And then there was also a Luna, and then all of a sudden there's 5 heroes, and they were getting perma-stunned by a Pango. And I love it because the Morphling switched into the Underlord as well and just pitted all of them while they were stunned. Like, he has so many good... I would say Underlord probably is his best one to take because the pit Firestorm.
Yep. Man, it's a shame. Different positioning. Like, if Orange was there, could have blocked them back maybe with a nice fissure or something, but they're able to just chase them down.
Okay,
Illusion led to a beautiful setup.
Illusion runes for Luna. Maybe they do something. Probably not.
Yeah, it helps. Push back the waves a bit, but okay. Immortals may be going for possible closure here. Smoked on the move. Ultis are all up and ready to go.
We do
double
see Chen
damage
with the Ags,
even on Kunkka too.
Oh boy, that's one shot. So it is going to be Chen Ags. You see the big creeps middle, the Ancient Prowler and the Ancient Thunderhide. You just want a Grand. Where's the GranDGranT at? These illusions are just killing his... Alright, he must not have seen that. Dude, these illusions almost took a tier 2 and all of Chen's creeps. Courier goes down to MP.
Well, they gotta know something's fishy. No one's there to defend it. No one's there to stop the illusions. So Baidu King are huddled close together in any sort of relative high ground positioning. And it's enough for Immortals to be hesitant on their approach. They're all just curious, like, where the hell are they? There is a ward on the low ground over here.
Oh, he's got the double GranDGranT. If you kill... They don't stack. But if you kill one, there's still another one, and they are very hard to focus down.
They are. And you
like
probably got plenty of other things to be busy focusing on the 2 big golems.
You're hoping the glaives do the work for you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think. We're gonna see a
going?
ulti back home.
Back home, everybody, where it's safe. Probably for the best. Velo was down there waiting to possibly cut them off.
Yeah. Smart play.
They do manage to get a ward to the high ground, but
they know the one way they lose this game is a perfect Earthshaker ulti into like a Pit of Malice. So it's smart they're not just like forcing the end of this game. There's no reason to when you already have a Rax.
oh boy, yeah, I don't know if Baidu King are going to have an opportunity to run outside the base and catch Immortals with their pants down, or if they're just going to have to do it the old classic way, defending inside their own high ground.
Looks like that. Almost a full Shiva's up on the Pango now as well. Rioya, what are we going? He bought boots. Okay, he didn't buy another item. He just bought boots of travel. Probably goes. I'm not sure next. Big fight.
I mean, he's got the X, so they do pull him back. Doesn't look like anything too hard and committed there from the BK side of things.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. We might just see a lot of X sieging.
Gotta play it safe. Even if you feel like you have a heavy-handed advantage, it's just a best of one. And one bad throw against a Luna, she'll come right back your way and cut everything you love down.
I think it's smart because you even have the better re-engage. Because if they do try to chase you out of base, you're gonna have the Warlock backing you up 100% of the time, and that's like the best re-engage.
Oh! They try to get a jump, but it doesn't quite find the target there. MP is able to shrug things off and keep fighting forward. Should be able to slash down Orange, and does so. Tango begins dancing around on him, rolling through the group. And at the same time, the Morphling shifts away, drops his own root. And now Baidu King hurdle together, hoping to survive. It's 747, aka Rioja. Or Rioya?
Rioya.
He's just doing work, slapping down everybody. Double kill for him. He is now beyond godlike.
No buyback on the Luna, I think, is the biggest thing. They're going to try to defend once more, but this could be a real pickle of a defense.
Send back to heal things up, but yep. Now everyone's spending their loving, sweet pennies onto buybacks.
It is funny. They still like can't push uphill because there's just an Underlord spamming Firestorm. Good luck.
Yep.
Not like he's doing it outside the base instead of in.
Yeah, imagine Underlord Coddle. You'll never push, ever.
Have fun. They are going to go. Okay, here we go. So X-sieging with an Aegis and with a cheese. Still tough, but it's possible now. If they, right, I like it though. You got to go for the aggressive play when you're in the losing side. They go for it. They almost hit 2. Instead, they hit 0, but you won't know if you're going to hit it unless you try. Whatever the shot quote is. Every shot's missed unless you make it or something.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly
There
what
it
I
is.
said.
I had to think hard for that one. We got it.
Almost a butterfly and Morphling now. Here he goes. He's just going to run uphill.
Do it. I mean,
BKB.
there's still time before even the dunk is there for the threat. 30 seconds if they notated it. Hey, look, it's me. I'm you. Got Underlord number 2 out here to cast down the wave. He's probably waiting for the minute mark to spam out. He'll just drop it right then and there. Should catch a couple of creeps. And then he begins to go to work, focusing onto the Rax of Pango, looking to go there and be the gatekeeper if possible, but they put their focus onto the Pango. Even with the Laguna, it's not going to be good enough. Simply goes down to the rest of his team, gets healed up, and gets sent back. Possible opportunity for the Morph, but he just easily slides out and away. They couldn't even finish the Rax, but...
Yeah, he needs the butterfly. Once he gets butterfly, he actually does damage. Right now, he doesn't really have damage items.
Yeah, no. He's all defense.
Yep.
And then just, you know, a fun little shotgun trick.
Yep.
Nothing to really siege away.
Can't shotgun a Rax.
Yeah. So
I like it. This is what you do. Morphling just continuously. Because that means you're a team fighter as well, right? You can just change in the Underlord. You have like 2 of the best team fighting skills in the game, and you're not even that hero.
what's the cooldown on his ulti?
It's low, like compared to the maximum. Well.
Confidently moves in just as the Fissure comes out. He'll pop his BKB. He's
Oh,
confident, knows he has the extra life. Pango can't quite roll himself up and inside the base, having a bit of trouble there.
The Fissure block just stopped him.
Yeah.
Oh, God help. They saved the melee Rax.
Yeah, it's still living there, but Morphling refuses to let it stand. Rushes back in, and they set up the new Chaotic Offering. The dunk comes out. Is it going to be enough to get the finish, at least on the Aegis? Not quite. There it is. Now Luna. swinging things out. Can they quite get it done? Oh my God, the damage onto the Underlord. Can't quite get it done. And Immortals retreats.
Well, a one fight though from Immortals. They get the melee racks finally, and top lane getting split pushed in the entire time by these Ancients.
Well, they get quickly gobbled up, but they commit their own pit of Malice. Firestorm again.
Oh, hey Velo. See you, Velo.
He's got that ult again.
It's so good. That's the biggest thing, right? The cooldown,
oh, it's
35
seconds. Yeah. Oh, because of the 25 perk. Goosh. That's crazy, man.
It is by far one of the best level 25 ults. Unless you're getting blocked by an Earthshaker like we saw middle. I'm going to hop in. Never mind. See you later. It's one of the. It's just so fun to watch, too. Like, is he going to be super successful, or is he just going to fail and get stuck in a random spot on the map you didn't know existed where you're just stuck?
Yep.
Well, successful defending for now. They lost the melee racks, but they're still in the game. They still have a Luna.
Just fighting for their lives here.
Yeah. Almost a butterfly up on Luna.
No threat of the Echo for another minute or so, 46 seconds. But still lots of respect from Immortals, knowing that Baidu King just have so much defense.
Scary
They're just
going.
waiting. They need the extra bit of firepower here. Butterfly's done. He's actually almost on his way to finishing out the Daedalus too.
That is. I like how he switched from like big defense. Now he's just like full on offense, glass cannon status.
Yep.
Wonder where you even dropping that. Nothing. I guess you just swap it for boots of travel, probably.
Yeah, I mean you got
'Cause you're
Butterfly to flutter. Yeah, you can flutter around.
There's a butterfly now for Luna, though. All right, they've got some damage now.
All right, double Daedalus on Kunkka. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, he almost one shot. He almost one shot the Lina last fight.
Oh man.
This double pit of Malice and Fire is something else.
Yeah, I do everything you can do and more.
Love that. I get 2 different life bars. Oh, we chill. There's almost a full sheep stick on Chen, as well as one going up for Baidu King on the Underlord.
Wow. All right.
I mean, both teams are getting gold, right? They're sitting in the same lane.
They're gonna bungee in the Morphling, but he just goes right into Earthshaker's stun. Now Velo jumps in, leapfrog style, over inside the base, finds 2 connections onto the Overlord, and says, "See you later, nerds." Rolls right back out.
Guess what? I'm doing it again. 20. See you then.
See you in a moment. I can get away with this.
I don't blame Immortals for this. Like, it's so hard to commit to a team fight. I guess Tombstone's down. That's one ability gone. Obviously, he can die and get another one, but still, I mean, I would not want to commit uphill into a fight, into an Underlord, and into an Earthshaker. It's so scary.
All right.
You got to eventually, though.
Yep. Got another Pengo ulti. Wants to use it.
Let's see. So Febby. There was a double damage rune bottom, but looks like it changed to Invis. Now 48-minute runes. What do we got?
Underlord takes the wave out all himself, just with 2 spells. Are they... Okay, here he comes again. Move in, jump. While the roll commits out. Can't move in quite past the fissure.
See you.
Gets the jump off at the second. They hit him with the Pit of Malice. And even the Glimmer to ensure his safety. So, Grant, they just essentially do that about 3 more times, and the tower's down.
Yep, because that was with Crimson Guard up. The next time they do it, no Crimson Guard, that's a little more damage. I mean, it works, right? It forces Baidu to do something. Like, they're like, we can keep chipping. We can do that to your tower and your ranged racks. Like, we're in no rush. We have a morph, you do not. And that's a Chen sheep stick. The Scythe of Vice.
That's a great name.
It is.
Scythe of Vice.
I can't say it like straight, like just straight. I have a list. Scythe of Vice. I can't say it. I actually can't. It's hard. Unless I do it word by word. Scythe of Vice, but Scythe of Vice. I actually can't.
Scythe of Miami Vice.
Oh, get him.
All right, here we go. Round number 3. Jumping from the Morphling. The fissure block is out. The Laguna's there. Yules jumps back down.
The X.
They got the Crimson again. Trying to hold the tower. They're going to commit in with everything they got. The Eclipse will come out. And they're waiting. Still have that Chaotic Offering. Here it comes. Only going to find connection onto the Luna. They get the pipe assistance, and she tries to jump out and away. The Pango doesn't want to let her go and tries to swing it out, and they're going to heal the Luna, and she's going to try to fight it with him, but man, he can tank up a shot.
And his ult.
And then suddenly the Kunkka just fires her down with that mighty crit cleave. Oh, goodness. And Immortals will waltz themselves out from the base, claiming 1 Rax.
Yep, tier 3 and the melee, so they actually have the easy Rax to take now. They have both ranged Rax before Megas, and well, they did the hard part. Now you can just do exactly what you did, but a lot quicker. Yeah, that was a tough fight. They did do a good job, right? The Lina Yules the morph when he tried to X him back, so it canceled that, but then they're like, wait, we're really strong. I guess we'll just stand here. I don't think they realized how strong they were because they've been sieging for so long.
They didn't even get the Echo Slam that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all they got now. They have 1 Rax left, separating Baidu King from being mega. The Immortals want to go into playoffs. Oh no! Hexed up outside the base, the Underlord. Gonna be caught out for a bit, can't get anything off quite yet. Finally gets the Pit of Malice out there, will be forced to rift himself out from trouble inside. Oh, no. CG just tries to Laguna Velo. Velo shrugs off all damage, will not take a beating. Meanwhile, Rioja just gladly blasts down the Undying, finishes off the Luna, and forces them to submit. Immortals will move on in the playoffs.
Yep.
The end of the road, unfortunately, for Baidu King, but they have fought long and hard.
That was a different game. I enjoyed, like, the first 30 minutes were just, it was heavy fighting, but no deaths. Like, they were just 5-on-5. Guess what? We got your Warlock. Hey, we got your Earthshaker. See you later. We're going to go farm. And they do it. So Immortals, they are done with their, if you didn't know, there's still more going on beyond the summit is for the first place, but this was for 5th place. That means Immortals and EG are guaranteed to play in the playoff bracket starting tomorrow.
Yep.
And I guess we'll finish up with Baidu. Baidu, I enjoyed watching him. We saw him beat Immortals once. I just realized, man, if they didn't lose that game to Leviathan, there would not have been this game. They would have been through over Immortals, but you know what? They did.
There's always one of those moments and one of those teams.
Like last year.
You know, if we just had that one win, you know, and
that's it.
They could have got something done a bit different.
But they were fun to watch, and I know they have a coach. I'm friends with him. He's a nice guy. I hope they stick around, right? The problem is, how do you stick around for 2 months? Like, what is there to scrim for? There's no tournaments, right? There's nothing like July until TI, and then, like, you're not in TI. It's so hard for a Tier 2, Tier 3 team. Like, where's the motivation? Like, why should we get better? There's nothing for 2 months. I hope they do, though. I really do. Maybe they scrim some of these TI teams. They get a chance, and I hope to see him again because it was fun to watch him. And Immortals, we'll see you boys tomorrow. Yeah,
Immortals, it's good that they're able to edge past teams like Baidu King, but the biggest challenges are ahead of them. They are going to be moving in the playoffs, but they're going to be the weakest team, or looked at as the weakest team. You have other competitors there, EG, Optic, VG Storm, and possibly Complexity. One of those 3 teams, depending on who gets the first place position. This does mean also Immortals are considered the 4th seed in playoffs, right?
I think it's... Yeah, they're 4th seed in playoffs. Yeah, last seed. So they play whoever.
They're gonna play. They're gonna definitely play someone strong.
Yeah, how does seeding work? I guess seeding works. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and we'll say me and Dakota are gonna be heading over to the Beyond the Summit mainstream as well. So we'll figure it out between then and now. But thank you, everyone. Team Baidu, they end up losing to Immortals. Immortals moves on. But guess what? There's still more Dota, so switch on over to twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit, and we will see you there.
Take care, guys.